I got for selling me clothes, tuppence for selling me blanket. If ever I live for the soldier again, devil shall be me star.
Right, ladies and gents, Martin's going to be using these guitar Plactarn, mate, is it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Just scraping a bit off there. That's at the other side. And you just push the one you're going to light into, just to keep it vertical into a little hole you poked in. And you carry these along with your fire steel as well, mate, don't you? Yeah. On that little fair few of them.
See what's working.
Look at that straight
First
away.
up, yeah.
There you go.
Lovely. Oh yes.
See,
Don't last long.
I'll get you over
It's
your
enough,
tinder around
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah. You have your tinder
Put a
around
bit of
that,
tinder
mate.
around it.
Yeah.
We'll kick off.
And that was an intense heat as well, mate, wasn't it?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
I
it was
felt
up all
it,
week, wasn't it?
yeah. No, lovely, lovely.
What, 50p?
50p, mate. And yeah.
Ideal, wasn't they?
So, mate, with that sort of grabbing hold of you keep them in the little thing, mate, don't you?
I just stick it in there and
And
stick
you
it
found
behind,
out,
stick it behind Mr. Scooty's fire steel.
Still, yeah.
You've always got one on you just in
Yeah,
case.
yeah, no, mate, yeah.
Self-contained.
Yeah,
You know what I
nothing
mean?
girly about getting a fire going quickly when you're cold, wet and hungry, mate,
Have
yeah.
the tinder around that, that'll catch your tinder.
Brilliant, mate, yeah, it will do. Because Glen's made some fire starters, mate, so we'll have a little dabble with them later on, mate. Give them a go. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, hardly the thing is they don't weigh nothing either.
No.
And hopefully that's your char cloth.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that.
Yeah,
in
it's
a
still
minute.
going to be up, mate, so
Yeah.
grab them gloves when you are having a look, mate, yeah.
And this here's a take wood special pouch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
There's all
getting a bit-
sorts in there.
Yeah. Sort something out different for
Yeah,
that, mate,
that's
do you?
all right.
When you have
When
a
you
patch
drove
on that.
past the car
Ah,
this morning,
yeah.
obviously I've not met you before.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that pouch, he must know
what
it.
Yeah, that's what
That's a Mac petition.
Mac petition, yeah.
Yeah, because I thought, you haven't sort of met.
No.
No,
I've seen it on the
Did I not
videos.
see you the other week? Was it not him up with the thing?
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The old show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never saw you after that, mate. You sort of kind of shot
well,
about.
you know what the girls are like. I
Yeah.
mean, as I said, the boys loved it on the show.
Yeah.
But Callie wanted to go out and get something to eat.
Yeah, no, nice one. Yeah, just reboiling that bit of water, just to stick in my hydrated milk. which
It
I'm
was
gonna
wrong,
try
that
for the
knife
first
wasn't
time.
sharp one up there.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, mate.
But I'll have to fix that.
Right, first attempt at char clothing, mate.
Not quite, is it? No.
Oh, some
I
nice
don't know, there's
stuff
some
in
bits on
it.
the bottom. I might have overfilled it, like you said, Dave.
Yeah.
Do you think it was too...
I think a lot of that will go, mate, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't so, yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of bits, but you can see where the container, generally,
Is it too deep?
yeah, I'll go for a flat of, something about
Yeah,
that sort of depth.
The old
So
boot,
it's more
boot
level.
polished tin.
Yeah, something like that.
Or-
Because of the height on that,
Yeah.
obviously you can see you've got your top bits and your bottom
Yeah.
bits there.
But that's all nicely.
Yeah.
That'll go, mate. That'll take
But-
the part.
Yeah, I won't bother doing it again because
No.
if you just destroy that and it disintegrate.
But that's cool.
So yeah,
I'll tell you what, we'll get a fire still on that, mate. Just give
we'll
it a
see
go,
what it
just
goes.
for the crack. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's all about
definitely.
learning and that,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah,
100%.
I must admit, I've only done that a couple of times myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
Old char cloth.
I just wanted to give it a go, do you know?
That's what it's all about, coming out and giving it a go, mate.
Yeah.
So all we found out there is a slightly smaller tin.
Yeah.
It taught me something as well, because I was going to use a brass hoe tin.
Right.
You know what,
Yeah.
the wadding, and it is about that big, but yeah, maybe a smaller one. But we'll get a fire steel on that, mate, just to see if it'll take
give it
its
a
part.
go.
And I know it will. Yeah,
Definitely.
lovely. So it weren't.
No.
Well, it's not a failure.
No,
That's how
certainly
we
not, mate.
learn, isn't it, at the end of the day? And I'm still going to keep the tin anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's nicely burnt now. I
Yeah,
like
that's
when
it.
Burnt off on that,
That's
mate.
it.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, brilliant.
Just fits in a big packet, like lovely. Only little pull it straight down.
Nice little field
Feel it
sharpness.
better, can't you?
Okay, they're not bad little bits of kit, mate.
Well, if any good, I'll get one because they're so small, aren't they?
Yeah, they're ideal. I've got the other one here as well, a DC4.
Yeah,
Got
this
a
is
mech pouch as well.
this is like a foolproof way of doing it,
And
isn't it?
these are hardly in all, like, you know what I mean?
And for when you're in the field, no,
We
no,
want
you
to
can't
ride
carry
it,
stones about and stuff, can you? No.
Yeah, they're very good. them
Contact,
ones.
weight out. A few people will smile when they see that, or they hear what I just said. That's a cracking little one, mate. How much you pay for that just there?
About £5, I think.
Yeah.
They're not there.
Certainly got that job done, mate.
Do the old hair.
No, it's not been strop torn, I think, mate. You know,
No.
but for when you're out there for a long while.
Well, it's not. I can't cut hairs with it, but I reckon I could do after a bit of
No,
time.
give it a bit of time.
Because the
Yeah.
reason being, because the angle on this is different to the angle on that. So the
Ah,
time
right,
you do
yeah,
it a couple
yeah.
of times,
Times,
it'll match up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even with that now, do you know,
But that's
obviously
sharper
you'd
than what it was.
be
Yeah, oh, well,
careful with doing
well.
that, mate. But do you know when you've got like some jeans on and stuff, even that will give you a final polish on an edge, mate. And that sounds a bit like it's like
Yeah.
a little bit of a strop. Even I've found that, you know, as I'm sharpening at home, and I've done that on a
Just
rough
do-
old pair of jeans, it just seems to take that little, you know, that
Yeah.
tiny edge off.
Yeah, and even just doing this,
Yeah.
I'll just take the like.
Yeah.
It's basically more like the burrs and
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's better than what it was.
Yeah,
so it
give
works.
it a bit of a
Yeah.
sharpen.
No, but impromptu field sharpen,
Yeah,
got
but
to be done.
don't weigh nothing, does it?
No.
No, don't right now.
And you can carry that with your knife as well.
Oh, carry it in there, mate.
Yeah. A little patch. No, lovely job.
In your possible pouch.
Oh, well, that wee one there. I've got two. I've got I've got my Leatherman. The North Fire sleeve. I've got the DC4.
Don't just have a go with DC4.
I've got a little wire saw.
Right.
Here's emergencies.
I'm going to make you a better patch than that, mate.
I've got
it
that
was.
wee one there, and I've
Yeah.
also got the tools for the Leatherman here
Yeah.
as well.
It's like a TARDIS in there, isn't it?
Oh,
I did put a little
oh,
thing for you in there, but I'm going to do a better one than that, mate.
That's right for the Leatherman, all the little
Yeah.
tools that go with it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Little hex keys and screwdrivers and what have you.
Little
So
sharpening
all
tool.
fits in there,
No.
you know what I mean?
I'll make you one that's, you know, like a square rather than a flat, mate. Yeah, because that's what you said at first, and it's all a
Yeah, well, no trouble with
evolution.
it at all, mate. This is
Because
brilliant.
you use that 24/7,
I
mate,
carry
don't
this
you?
everywhere, mate.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, this goes.
Yeah.
You know
I'll,
what I mean?
that's certainly on the
Just in
cards,
case
mate.
emergencies, like.
Yeah. Right, because someone's using something all the time, mate. It's oh, sorry.
Yeah, it goes everywhere I go.
And that's a DC4, mate. Yeah. Do you rate that, David? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
did have one once, but
Yeah.
I broke it. Sometimes if you drop them, they
Delaminate.
yeah,
Yeah.
it comes off. That bit is the sort of the.
I sent off for one, mate. There was one that was about like 15 and one about sort of 12. I still got it now, but it didn't come with a stone on one
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could buy it without the stone.
No, I don't know if I just got diddled or whatever. Sorry,
What,
mate.
one without a stone.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, but on the other side it has got the diamond,
yeah.
you know, on the metal bit, like the roughness, like. Yeah.
Wet that up.
But I think the more you use it,
Oh,
the better it gets because it gets a bit more finer.
Yeah.
Right, now,
Nice one.
let's do the arm test now.
Again, that's taking it. I mean, we're talking about field sharpening here, lads. Not, you know, when you're sat at home. It's certainly taking some DNA off there, mate, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's a bit sharp now, and that's what a couple of minutes of you can
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit of an edge on that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, mate. Hang on, just want to show you something here because this is some Ron Swanson. I can't remember. We bought a few bits off him and that, or something. I won a prize or whatever, mate. Have a look at that.
Right.
See what you make of that for a
Open
strop.
it up, yeah?
This is a field strop, mate. 'cause
Oh,
this,
yeah.
this is going into my axe kit. Meant to show in there, but look, just have a quick look. That's what
Yeah.
you sent us, this little one.
Let's just give it a go.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a final.
Yeah. Amazing the things you forget, you sort of. But that's going to go in the front patch of my axe, if that makes sense. A little axe patch.
Because Sean does them and all, doesn't he?
Yeah. And the big ones, mate.
Yeah, I know. I've got one up
yeah,
against open.
brilliant,
as well,
mate.
yeah.
That's my most used bit of kit because you've done a lovely
I've
sort
got the
of,
wee one up and all.
you know, insignia on the back of that, mate.
He does a good job on them and all.
And it's two sort of like a rough leather.
Yeah.
And
the old
that's
leg
my-
Shave his legs now. Look.
oh
There's
god,
his
I've always
legs.
wanted to see your legs. Oh yes, mate. If you can't see that, it's not becoming apparent on film, ladies and
Oh,
gents.
that's
That
working.
is, yeah,
Oh, that's working. Look at that. Look.
Oh look.
Looks like a French budgie remote.
You know,
Or a bodgy with French boat, I should say.
No, but that's done it, mate. No, that's the first time I give that a little bit of a dibble. And I think, there you go, Glenn. You know, Sean Hawkins, he does them, mate.
Right, yeah.
That one's come from somebody different. That's Ron Swanson's done that one for me, mate. But a little bit of wood, don't weigh nothing. And you see the difference where he's just put that little leather strop on it, mate, if that makes sense.
And does the thickness of the leather make a difference? Because I would, to be honest with you, I've got an old leather belt, and I was gonna.
That would work.
Would it?
Yeah, a perfect leather belt, especially the old used and that, mate. And there is like the Smurf poo and that. Next time you come round, I'll show you some of that, mate. I wouldn't think there's a need for that in the field, mate.
You could put on toothpaste and all.
Yeah, toothpaste would do. Yeah, that's a fine. When I used to, well,
polisher because it sells
Oh, right.
or something.
Yeah.
It's cool. That's what I generally use.
Yeah.
I got a little tube of that for £6, mate. But that and this thing is obviously going in me axe patch, if that makes sense, mate. And that's Ron Swanson. So cheers, mate. I obviously do use bits and bobs. I think I won a prize or something, and he just threw loads of stuff in or whatever. I can't remember. But yeah, that's certainly just done the business there, isn't it? Yeah. Walt was boiling.
Boiling away. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
You'll get your dinner later.
Anyway, what I want to know is it time to crack open the meth shit? Hey!
Old habits die hard, mate, don't they?
Cool, wish I was drinking again.
Right, bring you back, ladies and gents.
Yeah, I've got some little thing here. I've seen it on YouTube. I thought I'd have a go at it myself. It's wood shavings, which I've got from the mill at work. I've melted down some tea lights and literally mixed it all up together like a cake. Hence the reason why we've got a little bit of a.
I was going to eat that when I saw that, mate. I was going to nick that when you put that down.
A bit of a cake tray there. And I thought I'd give it a go. So here we are. Max videoing, and it may work, it may not. So we'll give it a go.
I'll go a little bit faster, mate. This is the first time we've tried this, mate.
It is, yeah.
Oh, you had it going there, mate.
Well, the wax is melting. I just think there's something. It needs something else to help it catch. Although they.
I'll tell you what to do, Glenn.
Yeah.
Put your cast off,
Yeah.
light it, put some spark to it,
Yeah.
blow on it with your tinder there, and see if it goes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have Glen just trying a different technique. The char cloth certainly works there, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah. Got that going, didn't we?
I was leaning against something there and it went over. Because the thing is then, mate, I think, you know, where you've waxed everything, which is fair enough.
Everything's waxed, yeah.
Yeah. You literally got the problem where you've got to melt the wax off before it will take a fire.
Oh, I think you're right.
Give it a good blow, go on, make it red. No, it's still going, is it?
Oh, it's not gone. I think you're right. I think there's too much wax on there.
Yeah.
There's not enough of them.
Have you got a bit of that stuff?
Yeah.
We'll put a spark to that in a minute. Alright, that's good enough.
If David can't get it going, nothing will.
The old
mate.
pyromaniac.
Yeah. You know, it's got the flame on it, mate. Job done. So I'll leave that. I wondered at that, mate. There was just, and I'll just, one of the little fire things I make myself, mate. Job done. Well done, David. Because yeah, I know. I think you have the firebug. Yeah, like I say, if I'm in the Arctic Circle, mate, and we're being chased by a polar bear, I need to get a fire going. I just bloody hope you're with me, mate. But it's working there, mate. So all it's just that ignition that you have the
well,
problem
what
with.
I'll do, if you don't mind, we'll do another video.
Yeah.
Because I want to try something else. I just want to get an ignition source on it, and we'll see if it goes up.
Goes up, yeah.
I don't think I want. Sorry.
No, go on. Go on. I mean, you hate the word expert, mate, but you're very, you know. So
Break it up a bit. Try and break into the fibres.
The guys did say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, mate. That's cool. It's just needed the fire to melt the wax initially, and I'll show you a little way after you've done yours how I done mine.
Yeah.
And how I got around that. And I had exactly the same problem because I covered everything in wax.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't bloody take a spark.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's certainly working there, mate, though, wasn't it? So everything's a learning process, mate. Yeah.
Well, I'll be happy if I want to take something to help my fire get started. I'll take them. I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah.
You know.
It's banging away like a good one.
It's still
now,
going.
mate.
Yeah, it's something that's going to help me catch me tinder and the other bits and pieces. I need something to help ignite that.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if we do another video a bit later, we'll give it another go.
We'll give it another go right now, then, mate.
Yeah.
Because it was just because everything, because I had that, you know, when you did a round disc,
covered in wax.
Was covered in wax.
Yeah.
But then you can break in half, wiggle them about, and then, you know, fluff the fibres up. The spark takes to the fibre, and then it cracks on.
Yeah.
But I'll show you another little thing. But no, it's working like a good one, mate. Yeah.
A bit of that down.
Yeah.
And set it on top of it, and that should take.
So then we just found out that because it's all covered in wax, mate, just that initial getting the fire, the flame to melt the wax is a little problem. So he's just put. You've been watching all these films, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Dry lint.
Let's give that another go.
And what I would do, mate, is put your fire steel on it again.
Oh right, yes.
Yeah, like that. That's that. Just how I find it goes better, mate. You've got more control. There you go. Perfect. So that proves all it was, mate. I'll leave that all in there.
Yeah.
It's just getting that initial
ignition.
But what you've done, you've worked out how you can do it as well, haven't you? Yeah. And Dave, you've got the other one going with a bit of char cloth that you did, so the char cloth works, and that's cracking, mate. So I'm going to now show you. I'll get you to grab hold of the cam. How I came around that little problem, because I had exactly the same thing. I've done everything in a wax, thinking it's all waterproof, and then it wouldn't bloody take a spark. So we'll leave that to go, and that went for a good 4 or 5 minutes.
It
mate,
did,
didn't it?
yeah. Enough to get a fire started, definitely.
Yeah, so that's a job done. So I'll just show you, a way I do that, mate, if that makes sense. And everybody's got a different way of doing things.
Yeah.
And how exactly I came across that same problem, and how I then went and thought about it, and overcome it, if that makes sense, mate.
Definitely.
So I shall attempt to get my one going with a fire steel.
Okay.
My little fire starter things.
Yep. No worries.
That's cracking, mate. Right, ladies and gents, I just might have showed you me axe pouch, but these are the little cafe cream tins, and again, just for Glen to see. When I first made these, I done the whole lot, mate, in covered it in wax, and I had the same problem there, just the ignition a little bit. Lovely little tins, fit in any pocket, and like I say, that's always going to be with my knife. But my way around that was that I left it, you know, as you dip it in, just leave that bit, throw it on, is to unwind it all. And this, you know, you get a mop from the pound shop, make sure it's cotton and not anything acrylic. And see what we're doing there?
Yep, just unravelling it.
Just unravelling it a little bit, mate. Again, it's in a tin, you can put a bit of tape around it. Let's just see if I can, you know, money where my mouth is, if that makes sense. So always pays to have a little practice when you come out. Near enough, alright. Second go, mate. See what I mean?
Yeah.
It's now burning the cotton
down along.
Yeah, and hopefully it's gonna. And this is what I use as that has always got a fire going for me, you know, like in a firebox or anything like that.
Yeah.
Slowly adding me tinders to it, if that makes sense, mate. Again, initially I did the same, just covered everything in the old wax. So that's a job done there, mate. So what I'll do there is, there's a little tin, there's the ones inside. There's a little present for you.
Thank you very much.
No worries, mate. I've got loads of these tins, I've got loads of the fire things at home. So you can just have that, and that'll slip anywhere, that'll slip in your top pocket, mate. Push comes to shove, you've got to have a way.
It's always there.
Yeah, and you know, when everything else ain't working, as you'll see, mate, second strike. And just, you know, I've always found, and I found this Mike MC Bushcraft, I try and, whatever it is, I try and put my fire steel on the floor now, and as opposed to striking down the whole bit, and everybody's got their own way of doing this, because I've seen Zed Outdoors do it a different way and that as well. And then I just kind of get a little rhythm going, and then just do it like 10 centimetres, you know, it's pushing down hard, but not, because when I found out when I was doing it like that, you know, it was knocking all my tinder out the way, if that makes sense. So I hold it tight and just do that last little bit. But that's Ron Swanson. That is the dog's absolutely dog's what's it fire steel. You can get really good fire steels in that as well, mate. You know, and that's a little ceramics striker. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit that is, mate. And you know, this thing's like a little firebug.
Well, I think, you know, I mean, you showing that. I mean, what I was doing with my first attempt was that I was keeping it away from the source as well.
Yeah, you know, and it was kind of like that.
It was dispersing it rather than keeping it concentrated.
But I normally, you know, as I said there, and I put it on there, so I know it's not going to move, and then go down on it.
That's
and
it.
You're going to find your own way of doing that, mate, as it goes. But ladies and gents, I think that's a job done on that, yeah?
Definitely.
You've got some of them, mate, so you can see how I did, and we've had a little chat how you used to do them and that as well.
Brilliant.
Lovely jubbly.
Thank you, Ed.
And I think Martin's going to do
yep.
Oh, we're having a fire day. I'll get that out of the way. But yeah, that's the job done, mate. And a pound, and you can get 1 million of them.
Yep.
Burns back down a bit. Scrape it up a bit.
I noticed, Martin, there's a slight difference in the colour.
Oh, yeah.
Is that because it's a wee bit damper, is it? Or?
No, that's just underneath. That's just the underneath colour of it.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll keep that down there like that. This is just, now you have your tinder already round it as well.
Yep.
You know? That's just this, because that'll take the ignition. It should spark up. I'll just get my sparker out.
You're going to have it coming out the end still, aren't you? No, not at all. I'm going to have
about, just keep it on at the edge of it there.
Coming out the end, it will be like maybe just buried inside there like that.
Look at that, first time.
See,
ideal.
And see, what's that? You just have your bits of timber around it, and you all little bits of that, even if you want, just throw them on it, you know, and it'll catch. That's just birch bark. You pick it up any tree when you're out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's full of oil, oils and stuff in it, and it doesn't ignite, you know.
Yeah, and that's enough
to
get your initial...
That's enough to get, once you get your initial flame there, you get your little bits of tinder all around it, that's enough to get you going.
Yep.
You know, so you don't start a fire, you build a fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People say, oh, well, see, look, you build a fire slowly, you've got to nurture it to get it going, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I mean, I know that's gone out, but if you'd had your tinder all wrapped around it, that would have caught, you know what I mean?
Ideal.
So, people have different ways of doing it, like Max says, and it's all, I mean, I can light fires a dozen different ways, and so can I, all too, but it's all, like I said, it's about building a fire. You don't just start a fire, you build one, you know.
Lovely, thank you, Martin. Appreciate that.
You know, put one of these underneath, so they're buying like 2 lots if that goes.
There is another one you can do as well.
Yes, mate, that's my first ever spindle fight. Yeah.
Cutting wood on the ices out of fire.
So we're just talking about I've had an idea
Have you seen that done?
to do a different
That's very good. That's just
an
old ices and a bit of cotton wood. You rub it between a couple of bits of dry wood. That lights up.
What
you do, you give you an ember, then you can put that in your tinder, blow it into flame as well. It's not so easy to do, but it can be done. The wood has to be dry.
It's just a different way of mounting a fire steel into
wood you're rubbing it against in between.
A bit of wood, that's going to be another little film. But I've got an extremely long fire steel. I shot one out, didn't we? You know, it was just.
Yes, I've got one of them.
Dave's got one and that, and Mark's got just the 12.7, the long old things. And I just wanted, the only stipulation was I'd like to see what handle you put on it. I mean, at the moment I've got rubber bands wrapped around mine and it works well enough. But I've just had an idea of how I'm going to mount that in a bit of wood that's different to everything else I've seen. I'm not saying somebody else hasn't done it, I'm just saying it's different to anything else I've seen. And where was going to try and, I think David's gone off of it, I've got a spindle there. You know, anyway, that's going to be another film. But
and Eddie, that fire steel, is that something you got off of eBay or?
It is, mate, yeah.
And how much are they?
I'm about, I don't know, about £4 each, if that makes sense, mate. But they're the big ones.
They're the big ones,
like, you know what I mean? Because you know, this thing's just got so much. The softer one, this is Ron Swanson. Loving this, you know. It's lovely bit of kit, mate. This is me go-to one, if that makes sense, and you've just seen why. But yeah, I've just talked to David about different way of mounting a fire steel into a handle. I've seen it in that light, you know. But anyway, I think David, are you going to do a bow?
Yeah, I found it, didn't I?
It's
I
true.
don't know if this is
I've just
right.
realised we've got my spindle wear because I always carry it out, and I think he's just going to have a little bit of a bow drill practice.
Have you got have you got a knife? Mine's in my bag somewhere.
And you know, that's for where he taught me how to do my first bow drills, and Big Martin and that, mate. Yeah, he does know what he's saying. He don't like being called an expert because he will say, I'm not, but he does know what he's on about when he's doing that, mate. Yeah. He's got a way of persevering and you know, showing you how to do it, but without, you know, being over.
Without lecturing you, he's actually
he's
teaching
got a very,
rather
very
than
good
lecturing.
instructional technique, mate.
Yeah.
He does know what he's on about. Like I say, and I've said that before a couple of times, I reckon. If I'm gonna, you know, in the Arctic and that, and I need to get a fire going, I hope I'm with truck face.
There's another one there, Glen. Look. Straws with a cotton and Vaseline up the inside of them.
Right,
You got some of them?
I've seen them on YouTube.
There's a couple of people.
Yeah, this is like Christmas again.
Just split down the straw or cut the end, just pull it out of the way and fluff it up.
Yep.
Put spark on it, and that'll get you going. I'll get your fire going.
Lovely.
Right? I got loads of them.
Thanks, Martin. Cheers.
So like Martin's got there, he's got all different things in his
fire kit.
Little discs, wax discs, and the cotton wool. I got what's the name on them? Vaseline as well. Yeah. That's the only ones you give me there as well.
So they're cracking, mate. You just got them going.
You bit of birch bark shit, whatever it is, just
to get that initial fire going, mate. Yeah.
And I've seen loads of people with the old leather pouch, but you can get all your kit in there, can't you?
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I've got the old backer tin.
Carry out. Well, this first thing, what do you do when you light a match? Light a candle.
Yeah.
It keeps it going.
Yeah.
You know. Hopefully, it's not too windy. Like, you know what I mean.
A little birthday cake candle.
Yes.
Yeah. Get some of them.
Tea light.
Yep.
Or a little birthday cake candles, like you said. You stick them in your tin there.
They're like a longer lasting match.
Yeah.
Those are trioxylene things, aren't they?
Yeah. I've got some of them tiny chocolate to me. They've gone straight in your kit.
You got any of these?
Are they the little cotton wool pads, are they?
No, they're pads with wax on them.
Right.
Yeah, them ones, 'cause I got some here, look.
And with these, you know what I was on about there?
Scrape them up again.
Yeah, you'd sort of break them in half.
Yes.
And on the inside, you'd fluff up all the...
Right, so, again, you've got the ignition source.
Yeah, that takes the spark.
Right.
No, there's
just
two
fluff
of
them
them.
all up.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you can have a go at getting one of them.
Yeah?
Yeah,
definitely.
mate, just so you've tried everything, if that makes sense,
definitely.
mate. And I'll give you that for that hand anyway.
Thanks,
You've got a lot
mate.
in your hand, and then putting that in your hand there, mate. But it's not like Christmas, it's just...
Have you got any ordinary cotton wool on you, mate?
I don't
cotton wool, yeah.
think I've got ordinary cotton wool on me, mate,
mate.
now, to be honest.
I was going to try the fire roll again.
Oh,
Try that.
Yeah.
See if we get that going. I haven't got no cotton
David's
wool.
over there,
on.
make himself a bow drill. We'll have a little, turn into a little fire bow day.
It is, isn't it?
Lovely, lovely. Right, ladies and gents, we'll bring you back when he's got this done.
Fires.
Going to have a go, ladies and gents. I was just adjusting the old spindle because I just kept going and he went, no, you have to come back and have a sort of profile reshape and that.
After about 2 or 3 of them, you start, it doesn't actually really
Sometimes
knacker.
what someone do as well, like say in the bottom of the bowl, they put a wee bit of sand in there as well.
Yeah.
A bit of friction. Tiny bit.
Yeah.
But it's funny, it's coming to the end now, so
Yeah.
let's see if I can get one more out of it.
Contact.
No, I think that's it, mate.
No, you reckon that you're gonna have to? We're gonna need to do another one. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I did wrong really, only because I was sawing it and doing it quick.
Yeah.
You know, I took too much of a chunk out of that.
Yeah.
And if it needed to be a little bit closer.
Yeah. That's cool. You reckon you got enough to get another?
Oh, you could do, but I don't think I'll do it now.
All right, next time,
That's
mate.
the next time.
No worries.
But we got the ember. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. As a little thing there, mate. See that little bundle?
Yep.
And it's up to you, Glenn. Yep. Because I thought actually I'd do that, but I thought we'll just give you a little opportunity. It's that little bundle.
Yeah.
Your char cloth.
Yep.
And your fire and steel.
Yeah.
Get that going, mate.
Yeah.
Just to say, you've done that, because that's off camera. David was telling you about the char cloth. When you got the ember, get it on the char cloth. You definitely know that's going to go, and get that going, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not lost there, mate. And it's bloody good effort there, mate. It's just we're didn't even come with the right
We
kit.
was doing it a bit earlier on in the day.
Yeah. Because we'll have a little.
But we got the ember. That's
Yeah, we
that's a
just got all
good thing.
excited about fire for some reason, didn't we? I wonder who got us.
Ain't funny, isn't it?
No.
It's all really, it's interesting stuff, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sort of like,
to do
let's
it,
try this, let's try that. It's
Yeah.
all different, experimenting with different things, isn't it?
That nice one. Yeah. Again, just another way, as David said, to
Oh, it's the adrenaline of it.
get it. Oh, you could be using a flint and steel on the old. Because that's the next thing you said you want to get, didn't it, mate? I'm almost sort of semi-blowing with him. Head to one side, so. Oh, you nearly had it there, mate. There we go. We have fire. See? Yeah, cracking, mate. That's another way. Another one. Really good skills, mate. Nice one.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the good thing, it was from start to finish. Make the char cloth.
Yeah.
You guys showed me how to do it, and there we go.
Lovely jubbly, mate.
Brilliant.
And next time, as I say,
Dave can show me the bow drill.
That's cracking, mate. Yeah, as you said.
New set, though.
Yeah.
We'll make a new set.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cracking, mate. That sort of works. And obviously, it's again, and I keep saying that's what I do is carry a bit of dry, wood shavings with me because that's what we used to do. Everything else, it's drying out now. It's been a nice day, but it was lashing it down last night, wasn't it?
I've actually got some of the, the chippings from when Dave was doing his ladle.
Me too. Yeah.
I put them in the airing cupboard.
Yeah, lovely jubbly, mate. Right, ladies and gents, here we go, mate. Yeah, I think we're just impromptu for unknown reasons. We're having a bit of a firebug day there, really.
Good.
Yeah, a nice one.
Practice, isn't
it? Yeah. So, and this, like I say, ladies and gents, it's turned out to be a beautiful day, and we had some good chill time in the woods. And this place is just going beautiful. All the foliage is up now. And when there ain't an aircraft taking over, you think you could be a million miles from anywhere. Really cracking day. And again, it's only a day in the woods, but just recharges the battery a little bit. I did want to do an overnight this week, but I'm not brave enough to suggest it to my good lady wife. Can I do like a Friday night into Saturday night and have next weekend at Edo? I just ain't that brave. Oh, excuse me. Nurse. But yeah, I think we're sort of getting late in the day now. We have a little pack up, and same really, because most of the good stuff, especially from the big fella there, some of the jokes he comes out with, he has you rolling up and that. It's a good crack as well as learning some skills. So on that, ladies and gents, I think I'll...
You always have at least 2 or 3 different ways. The best way to start a fire is use a lighter. You know what I mean? So we keep a lighter as a backup at least. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there'll be times when lighters run out, so you have to have a backup for that. Yeah. And you say, like a little bit of thing there, what Dave was doing, your bow drill and all that. And have as many different ways as you can possibly think of to light a fire and practice them, practice them, and eventually you'll get there. You know what I mean? Because like he says, you can't take it for granted you're going to light a fire every time you do. You know what I mean? No matter how easy you think it is or how easy people show it to be. Yeah. I mean, you can see people on YouTube doing it, boom, and they're gone. It's not that easy. There's a lot of them doing it for years. Yeah. I mean, like him with that bow drill there, like he got the amber. He's usually mustered on lighting a fire. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's not many. I don't think there's any way of lighting a fire that he couldn't do it. No. You know what I mean? No. So.
And it's the same as you might be able to do it one time. Just that material for another environment. It's not going to be a lot harder. Yeah. Lighting a fire this time of year is easy, but do it in the winter when it's cold. Yeah, it's completely different.
The ambient temperature affects it all, because your wood could be damp or anything. You know what I mean? It's not just like your materials you're using. It could be slightly different depending on the air around it and all that. You know what I mean? So every changes every day, doesn't it? You know what I mean? And like he says, every environment you go into, things change. So something might work one day and not work the next day. Yeah. So that's why you have another method if you can, you know what I mean? So your fail safe more or less is your lighter.
Yeah, I've got one in the fire kit there.
And matches, let's say matches are alright, but the best thing you can do with 1 is light a candle. You know what I mean? As long as it's not too windy, keep it out of the way. It'll burn a lot longer to match. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you can burn off of it. But it's one thing that works one day won't necessarily work the next day. It depends on where you are and the situation you're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In regards to the flint and steel. Yeah. I've got a big lump of flint which was given at the Suffolk meet. Yeah. So I'm going to be chipping bits of that off. I want to do that. Yeah. The steel itself, I saw that it was like a file, an old file.
Yeah, you can do it on
You can use it, any old file?
Yeah.
What else could you use?
Same which is hardened carbon steel.
Yeah. So it's anything that's hardened carbon steel?
Yeah. Right. So, like say, that's why you can even use the back of a knife if you want it. If it's a carbon, not stainless, but it's got to be a carbon.
Moira should do that. Yeah. Right. Moira should like that.
If you go to the bushcraft store a lot, the one I use is a £5 one that I bought off them.
Right. Okay.
Just a D-shaped like one where you put your things in. Yeah. It's like £5-6. That's it. That's all I use.
We'll be seeing me tomorrow.
Don't stick your fingers through it and hold it like that. Where you've got your one orbit here and the orbit round here. Yeah. Because you're striking it with friggin' bit of flint, you miss that or you're going to take your knuckles off.
Yeah.
Hold it like that and do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best way.
You know, as soon as you do it, you know, first time you do it, well, you've done it, haven't you? Yeah, you know, there is a flick to it.
There's a knack.
Yeah.
I
Which
mean,
you can get pretty quick.
well, the thing was, I mean, out of all of them, my middle boy Kai, he knew where he had to hit the sweet spot as such.
Yeah.
And he was doing that, and it was like spark after spark after spark. And he said, right, Dad, have a go. So I did it, and I think, well, he can do it, I can do it. You know what? No. It was getting that spot. It was, you know, knowing where to get it, and once you've got it, keeping it at that angle. You know?
Yeah. So you know, I'll do it. Everyone does it that sort of way, but yeah, it's like right kick, and you get that last, and that's that joining point where it hits it.
Yeah.
That's the whip.
Yeah.
Just a little knack to it, that's all.
Yeah.
Once you get the knack for it, it's basically...
Oh, you get it really quick.
Yeah.
It's practice as well.
It's not something you have to take, you know, days to learn. As soon as you do it after about 10-15 minutes on yourself, you get it easy.
Yeah.
Obviously, we was talking earlier on, mate. What I did like, they got shown how to do it. So, like, a proper lesson on that. Loved it, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then you went home. You went back and they said, right, get the grass bundles, get the flint, get the steel. If you can't get a fire going, you ain't eating hot food.
Right.
Yeah, brilliant.
Straight after the workshop,
Yeah.
I said to him, right, we're gonna have dinner, and unless you can start the fire yourself with that flint and steel, we're not eating. Lo and behold, I was getting all the chicken prepared and all that. The two boys sorted it out between themselves. Straight away, we had a fire going. So,
Lovely,
you know,
lovely, mate.
Yeah, they come away and,
Do you know
learned
what
something.
is a hard way to do it? 2 bits of flint. You can't get sparks open, but I've seen it done. I'd never managed it myself. Try to spark up with 2 bits of flint. No, if you haven't got the steel, just use 2 flints. It can be done. I've seen it done on the YouTube and that.
Yep.
Can't think who it was that done it, but I done it pretty well. But I couldn't do it myself. I just couldn't. I'm alright with the steel, but that was the 2 bits of flint.
Yeah.
But it can be. I'd say if you was desperate, you might be able to, you know, try it. But
Right, anyway, ladies and gents, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
goodbye from him.
Goodbye from him.
Take care, ladies and gents. And again,
Don't have to.
another one with just stuff I've got in my top pocket, which I carry about me. That's a lady's tampon. I don't think you've seen this, mate, have you?
I haven't.
No. And I tell you what, you get your boys away from the factor, if that makes sense.
Yep.
They come. Don't get the ones that have got the applicator on there, mate. But yeah, I mean, how big's that?
Yeah.
We already discussed they've got their uses for first aid, but this is just for firelighting, mate. They come in a fair enough wrapper anyway. Just dropped off there for a second. Get rid of your plastic wrapper. Knife out of the way. And people go, because these are ladies, little sanitary items. But you see, I've just taken a small bit off there, mate. I know I've opened up one, but look, watch.
Hang on, Eddie. I'll get him, mate.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna do
right,
that. Drop that. I thought I was doing something. Is again how I do it, mate. As opposed to doing it like that, it will work, but
Straight away. Yep.
and they got applications for first aid. They cost almost nothing, mate. And as you see, there, just wears a bit off.
Yep.
You know, they can be top pocket items, and then every bit of fire kit you've got there, mate, as well.
Yeah.
And tears me a little bit there, so it's burned it for
Yeah,
a while
that's
as well.
right.
See?
And yeah,
Long enough to get you.
in case I'm sure everybody's seen a
yeah.
female tampon before. Once you get round the factor,
Yep.
and you know, I'll cut that one there, boy. But you get, I know you go home and pass everything on to your lads and that as well, like.
Yeah.
There was one thing I thought about doing, and I've got a syringe, is just injecting some sort of like nail varnish remover or something in there. So even though it dries off, it will evaporate, or mess, it's still got, as you were saying, impregnated with it. And you know, if you've got a syringe, you can actually do that and still keep it. It's still got the plastic wrap around it. Like I say, brilliant bits of kit, mate. Well done for just whacking out there, Marty.
Well
And
done,
you know what I mean? There you go. Well, it's one strike, and there you go. And that's for anybody that hasn't seen a female sanitary item called a tampon. Remember, when you get them, don't get them with the applicator. Right, ladies and gents, yeah, we've just been doing a lot of fire today, haven't we? Really? Don't know why.
Fire maniacs
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't burnt the woods down. I think we've left David here long enough. He would do, wouldn't you?